topic that I see come up quite often, and when science goes against religion and whatnot, people are like, well, look at Earth, how fine-tuned it is for life, how our universe is perfect, how the balance of the speed of light and gravity are perfectly calibrated for everything, and it seems designed just for us. Now, in my head, I understand why I think this is very explainable to me, and I'm not a philosopher. I'm bad at putting my thoughts into words, but I'm going to give it a go of how I see this. Let's take 3 instances, okay? With bacteria, let's say. You have 3 different environments, and they're different for various reasons, temperature, nutrients around, and whatnot. And you throw this bacteria in each 3 scenarios. And they go, and you realize in 2 of them, they die right away. It's too cold for them, it's too hot for them, there's not the right nutrient or whatever. But there's this one that they grow beautifully, and they grow, they reproduce, and go make all other little bacteria and whatnot. And you could look at it, if that's the only thing you ever saw, if you only saw that one scenario, you'd be like, wow, this is designed just for this bacteria. Just like they assume this world is designed for life. You're like, wow, the nutrients are balanced just right, the temperature is just in the right range, the environment's just perfect. And the only reason why it grow there is because it can't grow in these other 2 situations. So the only reason we're around now is because the universe is the way that it is, that Earth is the way it is. In just all these other solar systems, the reason there's not life there is because it wasn't that environment, it wasn't that situation. So it's not that someone came by and like, I'm putting water here, I'm putting land here, I'm putting sunlight here and whatnot. No, it's just the fact that these other instances just didn't cut it, and then you get to this one and it's like it has the right balance of everything, so things can go on. But it's not saying that it's designed just for them. Like I said, the 3 instances, if you only saw the one that worked, you're like, wow, it's designed just for that bacteria, it's designed for that. When, if you think about it, it's only there because of those balances of everything. The only reason we're here is because of these balances on Earth, the balance of the sunlight and our atmosphere and the water and everything, and why there's not life somewhere else, which it could possibly be that there's another planet like Earth. And everyone's like, oh, the probability of having everything balanced perfectly is astronomical or whatever, that's why it has to be designed. No, look at the vastness of the universe and assume that we're the only ones here. We're just not even a needlehead compared to the whole universe. I'd say that's why there's only one Earth like this, because it's very improbable that all this is going to happen. So that's why there's one out of the infinity of space, essentially, and the vastness of it all. It makes sense. I don't see why. Now, if there's life everywhere, that would be a little freaky, because be like, okay, it shouldn't be like that. That's more against the odds than the fact that there's one Earth that can support life that we know of right now. I don't understand that argument whatsoever. But yeah, and everything is not fine-tuned. Creationists like to assume, like, oh, if the Earth was, even a mile farther away from the sun or whatever, nothing could survive. But I'm pretty sure it's more lenient than that. It's ranges instead of this temperature. It's ranges of temperature, ranges of everything. But like I said, we're living. We don't have necessarily like someone had to have created us. We're living because all those variables lined up in this one spot. We're able to be here because it happened to be like that, not because someone designed it for us. That's why we're not on a different planet.